want to look to the future of the GOP because I know you said that you don't think anything within the next 3 years is going to change. But what about 2028 and beyond? I'll read another quote from your book. Trump is not an anomaly, but a logical heir to the modern conservative movement. Who's next, do you think? And do you think that they will be carrying that MAGA mantle? Because as of right now, Vice President J.D. Vance is far and away the front runner for the 2028 GOP nominee. Do you think he's going to get it? He's going to continue? He's going to pick up where Trump left off? What does that look like?
Well, it's way too early to predict anything about 2028, but just, hypothetically, without committing myself to a firm prediction, it is likely to be J.D. Vance, and he is likely to carry the same conservative message as Donald Trump, because that is the history and present reality of the Republican Party, and that's not going to break, particularly given, as you point out, that conservatives and liberals, which were once mixed a little bit within the parties, have now completely sorted themselves into two distinct groups. Liberalism is seated within the Democratic Party, conservatism within the Republican Party, and virtually the twain never meet.
And do you think, I've talked to a lot of people, I've had over 1,000 guests on me sitting here, them across from me like you are. And most people that I've talked to, either in here or outside, remember a different politics, right? Where it's not so heated, where people can be friends with other people across the aisle. Now some people feel like that's impossible. Do you think that we'll get to a point where tensions are tamped down? Or do you think that's just some sense of nostalgia that really didn't exist?
I think that is a lot of nostalgia. Look at the 1930s when Republicans were calling Franklin Roosevelt a fascist and a communist. I don't know how you put the two together, but Democrats were calling the Republicans, the party of reaction, depression, supporting international dictators. So politics has been very, very heated throughout our history. It ebbs and flows a bit, and we are at one of the extreme points. It's not unique, but given the sorting of the parties ideologically and in terms of policy, it's hard to see how that is going to change. Again, given that Trump and his movement, which is entirely behind him, is not an aberration. And I can't stress this too strongly because it does go against the conventional wisdom, but the culmination of conservatism. And if I write a book about liberalism, I might make the same thing, make the same argument about current liberal leaders.
Well, Allan, the book is a great history lesson from World War I to present day. It's called Conservative at the Core. Where can people get it?
You can get it from the University of Notre Dame Press website. You can get it from Amazon. You can get it from Barnes and Noble and virtually every other online bookseller. And of course, hopefully it'll be stocked in your local bookstore as well. But you can get it today from any one of those multiple sources. And I'm proud to say we got an early review even before the book came out from Library Journal, very respected reviewer, which said highly recommended for anyone interested in American history and politics. So as you point out, the book is relevant, not just as a history lesson, but to understand what's going on today.
Well, it's a great read. I appreciate you coming on. I always enjoy our conversations. And once again, congrats on the book.
Thank you. I always love talking to you, Brittany. Take care.